fellow traders. This is Brombo again, and I'm here with a new video. This video is about step index, and it is one of the setups that I shared yesterday on Friday the 30th, and it is also one of the setups that I've shared in the past 2 weeks. And for those who follow through this YouTube channel, you should be able to see a detailed analysis of step index. And step index is going to be a very, very long-term setup. So anything that we see on step index, we're just looking for buy setups only. And so if you want to know more about this analysis, stop this video, go to the link in the description or check the link that's going to pop up in a second now. Follow that video, watch it, and then come back to this one. So here we are, guys, and I'm just going to talk about again a setup that we took and why I was anticipating this move. And then again, we also look at an entry as well. Where would you have taken the setup? All right, now learn this: volatilities, they can wipe your account so easily. So number one, if you're trading volatilities, trade with money management, very strict rules, and always make sure that you move your stop loss to your entry point each time when a candle hops away from your entry price. This is to protect your account because volatilities, they can issue so many pullbacks. All right, let's just take a look at the setup and see how we were expecting it to appear. So here it is, guys, my channel, and this is the setup that we're expecting. And as you can see, I said expect this, watch out for that pullback and take it from there, or alternatively when it closes above 13 EMA. So we had 2 entries. So I'm just going to demonstrate. The first entry was if any of these candles right here closes above the 13 EMA, or if the market pushes up and then pulls back to the 50 EMA, then that's where we are going to take our trade. Now, I prefer number 2 instead of number 1. The fact being that number 1, usually when it closes above 13 EMA, it actually does have room to keep on coming down and bouncing at the low right here. So it's kind of really difficult for some people. But for number 2, the market would have moved away. So for it to then come back, it will be so much easier when you take it, because the market will not come back to this low, but it will just bounce and go up. I'm just going to show you that in a minute, but this is the setup. And again, I'm very sorry for those who are looking for an analysis. Like I said, check the link in the description below. That is the only way you can understand why I did buy this page. So I'm not gonna go to higher time frames and start to analyze all over again. I'll just look at the smaller time frames. And when I say smaller time frames, I'm focusing mainly on the 4-hour going downwards. All right, so if we go to our 4-hour time frame, this is what we see. So from the 4-hour time frame, we can clearly see that the market has been on a buy, and then the market moved all the way up to there, and then the market pushed down to there. And for those who watched the other video, which is the link in the description below, you very well know that I bought all the way through here, and I did clarify that my TP was in that high there That is where my expectation was. And then after that, the market then sold and came back to that previous low. And for me, something like this simple means there is something happening in the market. For example, that simple means to me this is a nice W, because already I'm expecting the market to go up. So if I see something like this, I'm looking at it, I'm like, this is a nice W. So I'm just gonna go to the D1 just to show you guys. Okay, so there we go, guys, and we are coming from a peak formation right here, and we have the last tap on the peak formation, and the next thing that you see is a very nice W, a very nice W. So what do you expect at the moment? I expect that the market moves, remember the rule of three: 1 into a consolidation, 2 into a consolidation, and 3. So that is what I expect from a D1 perspective, but I'm not gonna hold for that long. I do not have that kind of money, and I want to use the money. All right, so now this is what I was expecting on the 4 hours. So for me, when I saw price sitting right here, it showed me that we are just coming back to retest this neck right here. So we are coming back to test the neck. And for those who trade say ICT, you can then understand, I don't know if I'll get the term correct, that this is a mitigation block, if I'm not mistaken. Mitigation block, yes. All right, but I just call it a retest on the neck. So the market is here to test the neck, and so this is my kind of trade. And again, this appears to be an ID50. So it appears to be an ID50, and someone might say, but the first pullback to the 50 EMA is this one. And again, if you want to understand an ID50, there is a current video that I posted about this, and just go and watch it. There's also an old video which is very informative about an ID50, and it will also help you as well. Just check it through my YouTube channel. All right, so yes, this is an ID50, but the market did not really move away. It just moved up and then moved back down and came back again. So to me, it's still doing the same thing even over here as well. So we are more or less in the same area. There's nothing that has changed there. So this is the reason why I took this trade, because I'm seeing, okay, this is an ID50. For ICT, they call it a mitigation block, but whatever it is, I'm in that area there, right? So now if we then hop to H1, what we then see on H1 is the market has moved one and has come into a consolidation. And now the fact that on the previous day, I'm just gonna remove this box a moment. The fact that the market came to me here, because I was expecting this W on the previous day. I was actually watching this pair, expecting a W, and what I saw was the market never came for a second leg right here. It never came for it. So to me, that kind of trade, I do not take it, because the market has not issued what I am expecting. So I'll let the market go. But on the following day, they came back for me, and this time around, they did issue a nice W there, and we're gonna see it in a minute from the 15 minutes. And for those who do candlestick patterns, you can see that engulfing right there, and you can see another one right there. So this is showing you market reversal, but not to focus too much on that. It's actually a buy, and you're looking at it and you're looking for a setup, and you're not going to use H1 to enter. You're definitely going to use 15 minutes time frame, which is what you want to look at next. Now, looking at my 15 minutes time frame, then I see, okay, this is what the market did. And remember, I always tell people that you need to count your 15 minutes moves. But in this case here, it's gonna be a little bit difficult to count because every single candle was literally moving upwards. So that may happen sometimes, and you can't really see that rule of three, so which is okay. Don't beat yourself about it. You can't see it, you just can't see it. So find other ways to validate your trade. All right, so looking at it, like I said, we're just gonna view the past 2 days. So on this day right here, you can see a nice first leg, but the second leg never appears, or the second leg is very short. So it never touched the 200 EMA, or it never came to that area there. So it became a little bit difficult for me, and I couldn't take the trade, because if I took the buy here, because the candle closed, or here a candle closed on the 13 EMA, there was a high chance that the next candle was going to come down and do that, and that will mean I was going to be in a loss. So I said I'm going to let go, because I'm looking for a perfect entry at least. All right, so on the following day, then the market comes for you and does this. So remember what our entries are: a close above or below 13 EMA and a pullback to the 50 EMA. So this is what the market issued. Okay, I'm just going to draw it nicely to try and show you. Firstly, I will do this. All right, this is your W right there, and your first entry is here, a close above 13 EMA. And the next thing, the market then pulls up, and then the market comes back to the 50 EMA. So this is where your second entry is. So your first entry is there, and your second entry is here. Now look at the confluence of these time frames. All right, you can see a little M right here, sorry, a little W and a little M right there, and a little W right there. This is 5 minutes time frame. So a 5 minutes time frame issues something like this, or even say if your 1 hour issues something like this, then it means your 4 hour has issued something like that. It didn't issue any M, so but those V's right there are actually M's and W's on a smaller time frame. That's what a simple means. So when I'm looking at it like that, I'm like, okay, the 5 minute time frame wants to work out something for us that will also be visible on a 15 minutes time frame. I'm gonna zoom it a little bit further, and so what you're looking at is a close above 13 EMA, which is this candle right here, or you're looking for that pull back to the 50 EMA. Remember what my setup was? My setup was something like this: a drop, W, and then I was looking for a pull back to the 15 EMA. So 50 EMA, sorry. So I was looking for something like this. Okay, I'm gonna draw the 13 EMA as well, because it moves around candles. Okay, so your entry for the 13 EMA close is here. All right, and your entry for the pullback is here. Again, this is an ID 50, the pullback to the 50 EMA. That's the first pullback to the 50 EMA. It's an ID 50. So an ID 50 can appear on smaller time frames, higher time frames, depending on what you're looking for, but this is exactly what you're expecting. Now, watch this. Okay, I'm gonna give you a tip, and looking at the market now, then you see that the market did move one, pulled back, moved two, pulled back, and then moved three. So what is the market doing? It is forming the high of the day. Then the market can then consolidate to end the day, or the market can issue small pushes and end the day. Then on the following day, we expect the same thing again. All right, same thing again. What time will it happen? I do not know, but we're expecting the same thing again, and the market to continue moving up. That's it, guys. that's what I wanted to share with you. Hopefully you understood this. And like I always say, put in the hours in the charts. You will see these things. You will understand these things. Watch my videos over and over again. I have said to you that I'll keep on sharing my thoughts so you can see how exactly do I think when I see a setup, what do I see, and how do I actually trade, and which entries do I look for. And always remember this rule: if you don't see a setup, do not take the trade. If there is no M's and W's that you're looking for, don't attempt the trade. Let it go. All right. Thank you very much, guys, and enjoy your weekend.